Off. Okay. Kinghuman streaming live. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do in this one? I'm going to give away some Bitcoin. Cool. So I'll try to do that in all of the live streams that I do from now on. Just kind of a little bribe to get you guys to watch me because I'm getting sick of I'm getting sick of a lot of things. Anyway, okay, I don't want to snivel bitch. But here's what's doing. Okay, in this video, in this live stream, I'm going to get you guys on point with Bitcoin and teach you why the price is fluctuating like it's doing right now. And I want you guys to have the right mindset for this. Now, before I even get into it, I want to tell you guys, I'm not a professional investment advisor. And if you take any of my advice or, hey, Cherie just popped in. By the way, if you make comments, I can see them. And later on, I'll be answering your comments. I don't know how to get them all to just show up on the stream. I don't know if I can do that. I can pick them one by one. Anyway, okay, I'm digressing. I'm going mental. I got a million things going on. So hang on. I have to log into this again. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to get you guys on point with what needs to be done with your Bitcoin thinking. I'm not an investment advisor. Any advice I give is just that. It's just advice. It's just me spouting off, right? I'm not responsible for anything that happens if you listen to me. That's my disclaimer. You're your own person. Put on your big boy pants, right? And seek professional advice if you need it. I'm just a chucklehead, but I tend to make money with this stuff. Knock wood. So let's get into this. And I want to talk. Let me move something over here. I want to talk about something I'm getting a lot of questions on. And I'm not what you would consider a Bitcoin expert. But the difference is I actually do the research, right? A lot of you chuckleheads just go on social media and you listen to somebody that's parroting nonsense, right? They just heard something. So it's anecdotal and somebody's trying to impress you. So they parrot something and you glom onto it. Don't do that. Don't even listen to me. Anything I say, I want you to go and do your own research about it because this is your money. This is important. But let me educate you because right now Bitcoin is falling. It's actually done what I call a healthy retracement, right? Because things can't continue to go parabolic, right? It's just unsustainable. If you look at a chart of anything, whether it be a stock or a cryptocurrency, anything, it's going to zigzag like this. And it may zigzag up in the long term, and it may zigzag down in the long term, or it may do what's called a narrow sideways channel, where it just zigzags along and stays along the path. That's golden. If you're a trader and you can find a crypto, oh, this thing turned off again. If you can find a cryptocurrency or a stock that trades within a narrow sideways channel, you can make money because all you do is you wait for it to get to the support level, which is the bottom line, wait for it to get to and then that's where you buy it. And then wait for it to get to the top line or near the top. And that's where you sell it. And you do it over and over and over again. I used to do that like clockwork with a couple of stocks that would just trade within a narrow sideways channel. You can do the same thing with Bitcoin. But now let me get to the subject. I'm trying. I'm so mental. So a lot of you guys are really concerned because Bitcoin pulled back. And I think it pulled back to like 35,000, something like that today, right? Now, check the date of this video because it's going to be posted on YouTube. And a lot of you chuckleheads think that because this is live, that when you watch it later and it's recorded, that it's still live. It's not. That you might be watching a rebroadcast of a live recording. So keep that in mind, right? Idiots. Anyway, here's what's doing. So if you invested in Bitcoin on any level, you really need to hear this and understand it. Um, like I said, today Bitcoin dropped down to about 35,000 from a previous price of about 42,000. And what I want to ask you guys is, if you're new to Bitcoin, did that freak you out and did you panic sell? Totally wrong. Totally wrong thing to do. And that's what newbies do, right? Because they get into this with a big euphoria because they go on to Coinbase and they look at the price of Bitcoin. Oh, it's up $2,000 today. It's up $5,000 today. I can make $2,000 to $5,000 a day ad infinitum. It's not how it works. It's fun when that happens, but it's not how it works. So a lot of newbies will jump in expecting that to make that thousands of dollars a day. And the minute it retraces, they freak out and they sell. So this is why it's really important for you to listen to what I'm about to say. So Bitcoin, everybody that buys Bitcoin has an address, right? Now, we don't know exactly who owns how much Bitcoin, but we do know with a little bit of analysis that the number of Bitcoin addresses that have more than 1,000 coins in them has grown by 150 since December of 2020. So what does that mean? A Bitcoin holder, that was weak. I can't get it out. A Bitcoin holder that has over 1,000 Bitcoins in it, or 1,000 or more, is called a whale, right? That's big. Wouldn't you like to have 1,000 Bitcoins in your wallet? I would. I don't. So anyway, Bitcoin whales make up 2% of Bitcoin ownership, 2% total, right? But they own 95% of the market, and that's billions of dollars. It's huge. So what does that mean? That means that if they sell just a little of what they have, the price could dip. And that might be what's going on. I haven't analyzed it because I'm not going to take the time to do it. I'm doing other things right now. But I could go on Glassnode and I could look up how many big transitions are on the exchanges right now. Hang on. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, Bitcoin whales make up just 2% of the market, but they hold 95% of the market, right? So 2% controls 95% of the action, basically, is what that means. So when they dump some Bitcoin and the price goes down, a lot of newbies will sell. So addresses that have 0.0, this is a statistic now, this is the other half. The Bitcoin addresses that have less than 0.01 Bitcoin have dropped by 6.32%. So what does that mean? It means the small Bitcoin holders, the guys like you and I, not the whales that have thousands of Bitcoins, when this price fluctuation happens, they're selling the Bitcoins because they're freaked out. And what happens then? The whales come in and they buy it up. So the whales are manipulating you into this freakish mindset that, oh my God, I'm in a panic, I better sell. And then when you do, they suck up all your Bitcoin and they put it in their wallet and they hold it for long term. So I'm just saying, you might want to rethink your attitude. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to decide if you're a Bitcoin trader or if you're a Bitcoin investor. The difference is a trader jumps in and out of the market, and an investor is in it for the long haul. So determine who you are and understand what your goals are. Now, having said that, personally, I'm a long-term holder. Now, the reason I'm bullish on Bitcoin long-term is because I did a little math here. I've written it down somewhere. My desk is horrible. I don't know where I put it, but I can kind of remember the stats. I'll give you the rough stats. So there's only so much available Bitcoin out there, right? The float, the pool of Bitcoin, and the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined in the future. There's only so much of it that can be had, right? So calculating how much Bitcoin is actually mined on a daily basis and how much available Bitcoin there is going to be ever, the supply will run out in I think it is 7.3 years. No, is it? So that's why I'm a long-term holder, because think of it this way, gold, right? If gold suddenly, somebody said all the gold in the world has been mined, there's no more gold to be dug out of the ground, what do you think the price of gold would do? Would it go up or would it go down? Common sense, right? Supply, demand, supply side economics. So let me just, man, there's a lot of stuff in the air where I am right now. Let me share a screen with you just to give you an idea of some things you can look at. So the number of Bitcoin addresses holding over 1,000 Bitcoins hits a new high, right? So you can go onto Google and just Google search that term. How many Bitcoin addresses are there that are holding over 1,000 Bitcoin? And you'll see they'll talk about the increase of it. Or you can go to Glassnode and look it up. Here's you can go on here, which is here goes my throat again. Hang on. You can see all the 100 richest Bitcoin addresses and see how much they're holding. Oh my God, this is insane. Here's another article. Oh my God, all these damn pop-ups. How do I get rid of these? I can't get rid of it. Okay. Bitcoin wallets with 1,000 or more Bitcoin reach all-time high. This was on 8/25/20 at 6:40 a.m. But anyway, the math holds up. It's still very valid and something you might want to look into and get your mind right with that. Now, I know what you guys are going to ask me next, which is, where do you think the price is going to go, Kinghuman? Well, what I think, and I don't know. Nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows. If they knew, they would be the richest person in the world. They would have the biggest mansion in mansion land, and they wouldn't want to talk to you. They wouldn't waste their time doing YouTube videos. They'd be on their own private island with, girls peeling grapes for them and fanning them. So nobody knows, but here's my guess. I'm looking for Bitcoin to kind of consolidate around 34,200, right? I think that's going to be a support level. Now, look again when this video was posted, because anything could happen. In fact, we might be there now. Let me open my, we are at 35,112. So that's where we are right now, 35,000. So anyway, okay, I hope I've answered some questions and given you guys an idea of why the price of Bitcoin fluctuates like it does. And that's actually what we want. We want the price to fluctuate like that. No problem, especially if you're a trader, right? If you're a trader and you can anticipate these moves, and it's not hard to do, you can make bank. Because if you can jump in and jump out at the right time, you can make bank trading. Now, nobody can pick the exact top or the exact bottom, but if you can get fairly close, it's bank, right? Anyway, okay, let me try and answer some questions. Cherie, which is one of my favorite people in the world. She donates to charity. She's just a really good kid. Teach me, grasshopper. Yeah, that's a old-timey reference there, Cherie. You're aging yourself, Koi Chang Kane. Hey, Reginald, maximum respect, buddy. Are you guys, let me ask you a question. How many of you guys are actually holding Bitcoin? How many of you are actually investing? How many of you are thinking of investing? And what I suggest, if you're thinking of investing, stick with the top two coins right now as a newbie, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum, I think, is going to be a big play later down the road because so many different things use Ethereum. It's a platform that almost everybody, Reginald, maximum respect. It's just such a huge, broad base use. There was a deadline about a Tether lawsuit. I don't know anything about that. By the way, USDT is a better way to move your coin. Okay, what this guy is asking me about Tether. Tether is what's called a stable coin, right? So a stable coin is kind of like putting your money in a money market, right? It's designed to stay at a $1 value per coin, right? It's kind of just like a money market, right? So if you move your cryptocurrency, whatever it be, whether it be Ethereum or Bitcoin or Kishman Takas coin, and you want to move it into US dollar without putting it into your bank, you can put it into a stable coin and it will stay at par value $1. Again, Tether, he's saying there's something going on with Tether. I don't know. I haven't heard that news. But right now, I've heard there was some drama going on with Tether. So instead of Tether, put it into USDT. That's a stable coin. So anyway, let's see. Life Cat, Leaf or Life? Leaf Cat. Miners were selling off at the last dip. Yeah, that's what I said. I told people about that. I forget on what platform. I think it might have been on Facebook. And a bunch of people called me a liar. I can see it right on my screen. The miners, if you go onto Glassnode, you can see how many miner coins have been put on the market. Anyway, how much Bitcoin do you have? That's weird. I never tell. I have enough so that when it moves a little bit, I make thousands of dollars a day. If it goes down a little bit, I don't make it, right? But I bought Bitcoin a long time ago and I'm still buying right now. Like, again, if it goes down to 34, I might buy some more at 34. But right now, what I'm toying with is more Ethereum, right? I've got, right now, that's all I'm holding is Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's all I'm concentrating on. Back in the old days, I used to try and gamble with these altcoins. You know, that's another thing. A lot of newbies will look at some of these altcoins that are like 5 cents, right? And they think, wow, that's cool because for 5 cents, I can get so many coins. So if it moves just a little bit, I can make, you know, it's like playing penny stocks. Anyway, Cherie says she's answering my question. She's thinking of investing. Okay, get a good education, Cherie, and understand the risk-reward ratio. Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if I can get that. I want to pull up this chart for you. This might help you to understand as well. Hang on. Oh, that's horrible. That's the wrong thing. Okay, let me put this on. I really like this. This is called the Bitcoin Rainbow Chart. Now, this should give you guys an idea of why long-term is a good play, at least for me. But if we go back here and we look, okay, you can see all these different colors indicate different warning levels. So, you know, blue is, hey, this is a sale. You need to get this, right? And then when you get into the colors that we're getting in right now, we're in this yellow. HODL, which means hold, just hold. Don't buy, don't sell, just hold. See what happens. And it looks like it's coming down. So if it comes down into the next layer, which is green, still cheap, meaning you may want to think about buying. And then when it goes down to the next green, buy. And then the next level is blue, which is a buy. That's a definite buy. And then the deep blue is screaming deal. Now, what I want you guys to look at with this chart is look how it goes up over time. Yes, it goes down, it comes up, it goes down, it comes up, it goes down, it comes up. But overall, over the long term, look at how it's going up. And there goes my throat. Sorry, guys, if you're wondering about my throat, I got hit in the throat, and every once in a while it will seize up on me. So that's what's doing. So if you look, I mean, there are some really solid predictions that we can reach a $100,000 Bitcoin by the middle of this year. Whether that happens or not, who knows? But for me, I'm a gambler, right? I gamble a lot, but I don't just take stupid gambles. Whenever I gamble, even if I go into a casino, I study the games and I want to know what the risk reward ratio is. So before I even played one spin at roulette, I got on and I researched it, and I found out that the house has a 5.26 edge or a 5.26 advantage against you in roulette, meaning for every $100 you play on average in roulette, they will drop or keep $5.26, right? So I know that over the long term, I cannot win at roulette. There's no way to overcome that. But I understand that because I researched it. Now, I approach these kind of investments the same way. I look at the risk reward ratio. Now, I know Bitcoin is never going to go down. Well, I don't think. The odds of Bitcoin going down to zero are very low, unless something really drastic happens. So for me, it's a safe play. It can drop, but there's an 80% chance, doing the math, that it will go up to almost $100,000 by the middle to 2/3 of this year. So I'm willing to take that chance. Now, this is anecdotal. Again, don't don't believe what I tell you. Do your own research, and you invest at your own risk. But I'm just telling you, this is a good chart. Now, you can find this chart. Just Google search Bitcoin rainbow chart and you'll find it. So anyway, that should help you guys, give you an idea of what's doing. And I hope that puts you on your path. Okay, Mauricio. Again, my buddy Mauricio, he's a good guy. Hello, Kinghuman, how are you? What do you think about stock on social media going down, apparently, because people are migrating to other social media? Stock on social media is going down, but people are going to other social Well, I don't know. I haven't been following the social media stock. I haven't been following the stock market much at all, except there is a dividend stock that I might buy in the next couple of days. It pays 11% dividend. And of course, I always reinvest my dividends into buying more shares. So I'll make a whole video on that later. Anyway, I don't want to do it right now. Okay, what's going on with Tether? Google, New York Attorney General and Tether cases today. Okay, something's going on. There's some kind of big case with Tether, and I don't know the particulars of it. So you guys look it up. Polkadot, I just heard that. I just heard about Polkadot. So yeah, you guys might want to look into that. Rainbow will end in bottom. Might, Nobody knows. You know, it's a cool prediction. Everybody can be a genius, because here's what happens when you make a prediction like Despac One is making, where he says it's going to crash, right? One of two things is going to happen. He's either going to be right or he's going to be wrong. And if you make a prediction, this is what psychics do. The old psychics that used to get on TV and they'd go on the talk shows and they'd make these ridiculous predictions. Well, here's what happens. If you're right, you throw out a bunch of crap. It's like throwing spaghetti against a wall. If one strand sticks, if they make one prediction that actually comes close to being true, they'll revisit it when it happens and say, see, aren't I a genius? Look at, I predicted this. But they disregard all the crap that they were wrong about, and people forget about that. So it makes them look like a genius when they're really just a chucklehead. That's why you don't want to listen to people that say, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. Do your own research, make up your own mind based on empirical evidence, not based on anecdotal evidence. In other words, not based on hearsay from some social media chucklehead, even me. Okay, random question. Beto, I can't see that. Beat of Ike? Beat of Ike? Anyway, okay, random question. Those blue light blocking glass, no, these are just normal glasses. I used to have those blue light computer glasses. These are just regular glasses, but I wear two pair because I'm just making bifocals out of regular glasses. Because I'm too lazy to go find these are on my desk. I'm too lazy to go find my bifocals, and these work really well. Believe it or not, I engineered these. What do you want? Okay, 440 is near midterm, first top, unicorn rhino horn. Then it corrects slightly back up to 1.2, 1.6 mil for the next cycle top, second unicorn horn. Okay. My throat again. This guy's got me excited with his charting. Okay, this guy's talking about a charting analysis system that he's using, which is unicorn horn. Again, is it right? Is it wrong? I hope he's right. I hope you're right, Omni Bone. Okay, and in a minute, I'm going to give some crypto away to you guys just because you put up with my stupidity for almost a half an hour now. Okay, cycle similarities. Trust me. Ooh, whenever somebody says trust me, I immediately do not trust them. Somebody says trust me or believe me, that's a big tell, right? That's a warning sign. Trust is earned. Just saying, Bone. Just saying. Anyway, Manohar, maximum respect, brother. Dude, you're looking sharp in that suit. Nice. Got to respect the look. Cool. Okay. I did not talk about Bitcoin. I talked about a real rainbow. Okay. All right, you got me, man. A real rainbow ends in a bottom. Well, that's true. But where? Have you ever seen the actual end of a rainbow? I haven't. You can't get to one because they're out there somewhere. Okay, Bone, again, my experience reflects my prediction above, and it's here for the future to be reflected upon. Cool. He's standing by his prediction. Let's put that in concrete and hold him to it. So, there's freaking nose hairs. I got to cut those. Don't get old, people. The hair out of your ears, hair out of your nose. I don't know nothing on my head, just where I don't want it. Okay, so we're going to hold you to it, Bone. And if we invest, based on your advice and we lose, you're going to reimburse us all, right? We're going to hold you to it. Nice. Okay, William. All right. How many of you guys actually have Bitcoin wallets? Joe. What's up, Joe? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick somebody at random and send them some Bitcoin. How much? It's not going to make you rich. Might buy you a cup of coffee. It might be a little tiny bit. It might be, I don't know. I haven't even decided how much yet. So anyway, post your Bitcoin address, your receiving address, right? Okay, you guys are newbies. So you have a receiving address where people can send Bitcoin to you. So post a receiving address and I will send you some Bitcoin. Or I think I can even send it by email now. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to log into Coinbase right now because I don't want people to see me doing that. So anyway, let's do this. For the next, I'm going to set a timer here. Where's a timer thing? For the next 2 minutes, you guys can post your email address or your Bitcoin wallet receiving address, and I will pick somebody at random and send them some Bitcoin just for watching, just for looking at my fat, ugly face and listening to my, I can't find my stopwatch thing. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's in utilities. What is this? God, I'm so, no, that's an alarm. Let's see, stopwatch. I found it. Okay. Start. Okay. We are going. So I'm going to give you guys, oh, this backwards thing. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to post your either your email address or your Bitcoin. Now, nobody else can see it but me, and I'm not going to put it on the screen for other people to see. And when this clock reaches 5 minutes, I'm going to scroll through, pick somebody at random and send them some Bitcoin. How much? I don't know. Okay, let's see. What do I think about Stellar Lumens? You know what? I had Stellar Lumens. I got them for free on Coinbase because when you go into Coinbase, I don't know if you've done this, but there's all kinds of little quizzes. You can watch a little video and answer a question, and they give you like $5 in these random cryptos. Stellar Lumens was one of those random cryptos that I got, and I'm not sure, but I think I got like $5 or $10 worth of it for free. And then I think, and I don't remember exactly, but I think it went up to like $50. Not bad, right? And then I moved it into Bitcoin. So I don't know. I haven't looked at Stellar Lumens lately, so I don't know. Jade, oh man, maximum respect, brother. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope all is well. It's really cold with the snow here in Kansas City. Yikes. I do not want to live in snow. No Bitcoin address. Well, I can still, if you're going to invest in Bitcoin later, I think I can still send it to you via an email address, and then later you can put it into your Bitcoin wallet when you get an account on Coinbase. I think I remember they had a little thing in there where I could even send cryptocurrency to someone's email address. It doesn't cost you anything to try anyway. Oh, and if you post your email address, I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to send you anything other than Bitcoin. So anyway, that's that. Anyway, what was that? What? Waves wallet provides Bitcoin address and Atomic wallet also. See how helpful Omnibone is? Omnibone, maximum respect for helping out someone else. I should send you Bitcoin for that. Do we post the, yes, you can post your address there, and I will. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap. Oh, damn, I cannot copy and paste your comments. You know what? Yeah, Joe, you can send me an email because here's what I was going to do. And I should have checked this before I started running this contest. I'm sorry, guys. It was just off the cuff. I just wanted to give you guys some Bitcoin and get you guys started right. And you can't see, but on the side of the screen, I'm seeing all of the comments coming in from people. And I can click, like I just did with Joe here. I can click on a comment, and that comment will, this is so hard, will pop up on the screen like that, right? Other than that, your comments aren't being seen by anyone other than me. And I don't censor comments. So if you want to say something nasty about me, that's fine. I'll put it up. I'm just picking comments at random. But my intent was to have you guys put up a comment, and I would pick your address at random and send you some crypto. But in order to do that, I have to copy and paste because a Bitcoin address is a long thing. And this does not let me highlight, copy, or paste. So I can't do this now. I'll try again later. Anyway, hello from the next Illinois Governor Wallachek. Maximum respect, brother. I don't want to get into a talk about politics right now because mental. Oh my God. I actually have been on the brink of looking at other countries to go retire to because I need peace and I just can't take the I just can't take the drama, right? I'm old. I just want to lay by the pool and chillax with no drama. Anyway, maximum respect, Eric. Cheers. Thanks for stopping in. Whatever I can do. Been a subscriber for maybe more than 5 years. Wow, maximum respect for sticking in because I know I'm ugly and annoying and hard to listen to. Anyway, Newer says, I see people stolen from Trust Wallet. I'm going to turn this off. You're saying people have gotten their Trust Wallets hacked? Okay, here's what I'm using. I'm using a Trezor, which is a little thing. I'll show it to you. I think I've shown it to you guys before. This little device has this tiny little thing, right? Has a fleet of Lamborghinis in it. It's pretty cool. So anyway, what you do is this is called a cold wallet, right? And I have a bunch of them. I have that one. I've got this is a Ledger Nano. I'll show you what that looks like. These things, they cost about like $100. And what they do, that's a Ledger Nano, and this is a Trezor. So what they do is you install a little thing on your computer. It's kind of an interface on your computer, and then you plug these things into your computer and you take your cryptocurrencies and you move them off of the exchange. And basically this is a key, and you lock them up with this key offline so that people cannot hack you and get your stuff. Anyway, you can look these up. You can buy these kind of things. This is, again, I'm not getting paid for this. This is just the kind of things that everybody uses. Ledger Nano X and Trezor are the two big ones that everybody knows about, right? So just so you know, what is your top 3 crypto advice to invest? Good vibes. Gustavo, maximum respect. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a big crypto expert, but what I'm investing in is the top two, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And I think Ethereum has a lot of potential longer term. So, but as you'll notice, Bitcoin and Ethereum travel pretty much together. So if Bitcoin drops, Ethereum's going to drop. Sometimes Bitcoin can drop and Ethereum can actually rise because people will drop out of Bitcoin and reinvest in a cheaper coin like Ethereum. And Ethereum is the next coin down, right? So it happens sometimes, but most of the time you're going to see these things travel pretty closely together, meaning Bitcoin drops, Ethereum drops. Bitcoin rises, Ethereum rises. But I think Ethereum has some good potential. I love Ledger Nano S. I have the X because the screen was a little bit bigger, and I like the bigger screen. But yeah, S, X, it's all the same. Phones are the easiest to... Oh, that's supposed to be lose. You've got LKOSE. I think you're saying lose. Phones are the easiest to lose and or get stolen. Get a laptop and save private keys and seized to USB or print them and then eliminate. Yeah, okay. So what he's talking about is your seed key. Now, a seed key is a series of like 12 different random words like eat, scramble, toadstool, freak show. It's just a bunch of weird random words that they give you, and you have to put them in order, and you write them down on a card. And if you ever lose your cold wallet, you can restore it just by entering. They're going to ask you what was your number 5 word, and you'll write it down. Fingerprint. And it'll ask you like 3 or 4 of those, 5, 6, whatever, and then it'll verify who you are, and you will be able to recover your cold wallet. So if you ever lose one or get it stolen or anything like that, you can easily recover your crypto. You just have to buy another one and restore it using your seed key. Now, seed key is interesting because it's just a piece of paper, right? So what I have done is I have bought a metal seed key that will never disintegrate, because a piece of paper, you can lose it in a fire. You can, there's a million different things that can happen to a piece of paper. And you don't want to have a bunch of them laying around. You don't want to make a bunch of copies of your seed key and have them all over because you're afraid you might lose one or you might lose it. So you can buy a metal seed key kit, and it's actually you get these letters, these things, and it's like a thing like this, and you punch each letter onto a piece of metal until you've made all of your words, and it's never going to disintegrate. It'll last longer than you do. So I put one of those in my safe deposit box, and then I hide the other one where I know it will always be. So I don't worry about losing that piece of paper. I don't worry about the piece of paper getting destroyed in a fire. But I probably have more crypto than you guys do, so it's more of a security thing for me. But yes, Omnibone, there are crypto wallets that you can have on your phone, and I used to do that back in the old day. I had a crypto wallet. What was it called? It was called Jack's wallet, way back in the day. I think it's still on my iPad. And in fact, that was pretty dangerous. I used that wallet back in the day when I first started buying Bitcoin. I don't know how many years ago it was. And I actually bought Bitcoin from a Bitcoin ATM machine in Las Vegas in a casino. So, and all I had to do was put my phone on the machine and it zapped it right in there. It was pretty cool, but it's not very secure, like Omnibone says. All right. Can you give one of your cold wallets away in a giveaway? Yes, I can. In fact, this is the one that I was thinking of giving away. This is an Elapal. I'm not using this. I've never used it. I kind of set it up, but let me show you what this one looks like, because this one is cool. This one is like an iPhone, and it's like a tank. This thing is solid metal. It's heavy. Let me see if it'll turn on, if the battery, yeah. And check this out. It's got a big screen, color screen. You can add, I mean, this thing is pretty freaking cool. The reason I don't like this is because I think the battery is kind of an issue. I forget why I didn't like it. I think because the battery, you know, if I wanted to trade really quickly and I went to it and the battery was dead, I would have to wait for the battery. I don't know why I didn't like it. But yeah, I can give this away. No problem. We'll do that in a future giveaway. I'll have to figure out the best way to do this giveaway. But I don't know what this thing costs. You can go look it up. And we'll do that in a future live stream. The problem is I can't ship internationally because of customs and all of that stuff. Electrum is a solid wall. I don't know anything about it. If you say so, do your research, guys. Never had one of those. One of those what? David, good to see you again, man. Love the dog. How are things in Hawaii? I got to get back to Hawaii, man. After COVID, where in Hawaii are you? Are you on Oahu? I used to live on Maui. I used to live south side. South side, brah. Kihei side, brah. Loved it. Got to get back there one of these days. After COVID, I'm going to try and get a home base in Vegas and a vacation home in Maui, or maybe even Koh Samui. That's what my buddy wants me to go look at in Thailand. Maybe I'll do that too. Okay, $15 bill. $15 bill. Hey, Bill, what's up? It's Josh. Wait, that would have been good if your name was Bill. Now you got to call yourself $15 Josh. That's a lie. $15 bill. Okay. Hey, Josh, maximum respect. I used to call a voicemail every day, but I haven't called lately. I'm still doing good. Oh, yeah. Dude, I know exactly who you are now. You've been busy with what? What do you think? Oh, let me show you, Josh. Let me show you what I'm working on. Let me pull it up right now. This is what I'm working on for the money pages right now, for the February money pages. This is what everybody, whoops, let me hide this. And this is what I'm putting together for everybody. For the February money pages, I'm giving everybody this website. It's more than a website. It's a done-for-you income system. And there are 3 monetization models I'm building into this. So this is going to be a lead magnet system with a exclusive product. This is going to be the 9-day keto diet success plan. Nobody else anywhere is going to have that book available except for Kinghuman Elite members. It's an exclusive book, and you're going to get the book. So if you want to just take the book, you can take that book and you can use it yourself for whatever you want. You don't need to plug it in, but I'm going to plug it into this website and set up a lead magnet system for you that will build your email list. And I've got a really clever way of designing an affiliate program for you guys on the back end that runs automatically. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys this website and the product and everything that goes with this. And I'll teach you guys how to run the whole schmear. Anyway, just thought I'd give you a little peek. But yeah, that's going to be worth several $1,000s, that whole income system. So if you're not a member of my website, you might want to think about it. No big deal. I'm not trying to pitch you guys or anything. Okay. Best way to store your crypto. Oh, that's the best way to store your crypto. Yeah, offline in a cold wallet. Now, here's the other thing you guys need to be aware of. Anytime you move your crypto, you're going to pay a small fee. So anytime, if you're going to be moving it in and out and in and out and in and out, you're going to end up paying fees. It's not a lot. With Ethereum, it's called gas, and other cryptos, it's just called a fee, an exchange fee. Anyway. Oh, somebody's saying hello. Jesus Reyes. Dude, I don't know what I'm looking at with your thumbnail. You got to fix your icon there. Nobody knows what that is. I don't know what that is. It's pretty bizarre. Anyway. All right. You were so right with that Tesla stock advice way back. Right? It bought me enough to buy a Tesla. That's really cool when you can invest in something and it actually, yeah, thanks, Sherman. I hope you made a ton with it. But yeah, I have always done well in the stock market. But now, like I say, I think I'm going to get into some stocks that pay a good dividend. I've got one that pays 11%, and I'm just going to reinvest those dividends and see what happens in 7 years. Top 3 for noobs: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. True, absolutely true. And I've narrowed it down to just the top 2, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And even though it's like for noobs, they're still the most solid investments, I think. Is it true the capital market will suppress the gold capital market by 2021? I don't know. I don't have that off the top of my head. It sounds feasible. I'm going to Cebu, Philippines. Do you want to go with me, King, when the Philippines open it up? Yes. In fact, I'm going. Well, we've kind of discussed it. My buddy Brendan and I want to go back, and I want to go see Koh Tai and Koh Samui, which are the islands off there. I mean, I've been looking. There goes my throat. I've been looking at properties on Koh Samui. Amazing, fantastic, wonderful houses for cheap. So I got to go look and see how livable it would be for me. And I just might get a place there and lay there like a big fat cake of tofu and say the hell with everything. I'm just going to lay here. Leave me alone. It's all a gamble. You're right. Everything is a gamble. You know what else is a gamble? Walking across the street. Everything is a gamble. Everything's a calculated risk. Driving your car is a gamble. Getting on the freeway is a gamble. Everything. So, yeah, seed for recovery backup, right? Okay. I meant to say it's true. Bitcoin capital market will surpass the gold capital market by the end of the year 2021. Well, like I say, it could be. I just don't know, man. Wait a minute. Clouds are hackable. Do not save your private keys and our seeds to the clouds. Yes, never do that. Thanks, Bone, for bringing that up. I neglected to mention that. Yeah, don't put your private seed keys in the cloud. Never do that. Keep it on a paper, on a piece of paper, or I have it on a piece of metal. Things not deteriorating. I'm not putting it in the cloud. Don't write it down and take a picture of it with your phone and have it in your pictures, even if your picture situation is locked on your phone. Not safe. No, all of that stuff can be hacked. Thanks, Omnibone. Dogecoin. You know what? There's a lot of chatter about Doge. I don't know. The thing that I warned people about was XRP, and XRP is having some more bad news. Even Grayscale Fund has announced they're gonna get totally out of XRP. They're not gonna touch it. They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So let that be a guide. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. How many money should I use on Bitcoin every week? Well, I don't know how many money you have, and I don't know how many money you make. So you have to make an assessment of what you can afford to risk. And then I want you to assess your risk tolerance level. In other words, if that money went totally out the window and never came back, would it stress you out? Anyway, or, anyway, you have to. Oh, Omnibone is giving you some advice here. Doge is good money, not just the best. Just not the best. I'm a little dyslexic here. Okay. Anyway, let me see. Genius Metal Imprint. Yeah, you can buy them on Amazon, right? Metal Seed Key Kit. Just Google search it. They're cheap. I had to buy a couple of them and use them for, no big deal. Just go search for it. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin because it will pass hold by the end of the year. What? It will pass hold. I don't know what you're saying there, man. Anyway, I remember going through this several years ago, many, many years ago, when there was a lot of hype about Bitcoin. Oh, gold. He meant to say gold. Okay. I remember going through this many, many years ago. Bitcoin talk was everywhere. It was on the radio. It's on the news. People were going mental, and it exploded and then it crashed, right? It exploded and then it crashed. And I don't think that's going to be the case this time, even though there's a lot of hype and buzz and people are getting on it. And when you see, I'm kind of a contrarian investor, meaning when I see the masses, the sheeple going in one direction, I tend to go the other direction because I know they're about to get fleeced because people manipulate markets and I don't trust, right? When most people do something, I do not trust it because I know they've been manipulated to do it. So I might follow them for a little bit. I'll be a wolf in sheep's clothing and I'll follow them for a little bit. But then before they get to the edge of the cliff, I'll take off my sheep's clothing and I'll go the other direction and with my profit in hand. So that's my philosophy. Good, bad, or indifferent. So anyway, you need a wallet for Bitcoin. Depending on how much Bitcoin you have, it might be pretty safe for you to just keep it on the exchange. I think back in the old days, exchanges were tougher to hack than they are now, especially if you set up two-party authentication. So for me, I have a authenticator. Every time I log into my account, I get a random series of numbers that change every 2 minutes. And I have to enter the right sequence of numbers the right way. Otherwise, I can't get in. And there's a certain authenticator that I have to use that generates those numbers. So it would be kind of hard for somebody to hack, but it can be done, I imagine. I mean, I'm sure hackers can do all kinds of stuff. I have no idea. But in fact, I'm going to move another car from the exchange today. And I say car, I'm talking about it's the amount of money that would be, it could buy a nice car. So anyway, it was just a small buy but I'm going to move it from the exchange onto my Trezor later today. And then I'll have another car in my Trezor. I like that. But anyway, that's what's doing. 20 ounce of gold equals 1 Bitcoin. Okay. Okay. I know Hawaiian that could use that cold wallet. Okay, I'll do a giveaway, Dave, and maybe in the next thing, I have to set these things up to make it fair, right? So I'll try and come up with a good giveaway for that. Uh, yeah, no problem. Anyway, wow, a lot of comments came in when I wasn't looking. I haven't been scrolling. Sorry, guys, if I don't get to your comment. I try to stay on here to answer as many questions as I can, but it gets kind of overwhelming, and I know you guys get tired of listening to me, so I try not to stay on too long, but I always go too long. I'm ready to take the first thing smoking to Hawaii. Have you been there, Cherie? Um, yeah, last time I went there, I stayed in this really nice resort on Maui, and it was it was so cool. I got like this villa. I think it was a 3-bedroom villa. I was such a jerk because I went there with a couple of buddies of mine, and they thought they were going to stay in my villa, and I said, oh no, this is for me. You guys have to get your own place. So they had to get their own little 2-bedroom place somewhere, and they stayed together. And then I had this giant villa. Thing was beautiful. It was so decked out. It was perfect. Oh, right overlooking the water and the swimming pools, and it was a nice place. And yeah, I don't know. I think at the time it cost me like 1,000 or $1,500 a day. I don't know. It was a nice place. I liked it. Anyway. Okay, $15 bill. To be honest, I've been unmotivated with the marketing as I've never really had the money for advertising, and all the free options seem to me like they weren't worth it. I will have advertising money soon. Okay, well, uh, you can make a lot of money with free social media posts. Look into like TikTok is crazy. There's some really cheap places you can advertise to. What's up, Rakin? Hey, Cherie's giving you a heads up, man. And he says, living the dream. Oh, can you guys see each other's chats without me putting them up here? That's interesting. Wait a minute. There's another thing here. This is a private chat for you and your stream's participants. Oh, okay. I can do a private chat. Huh. Trap house. No, I can't say that. I'm not even going to put that on the screen, you nasty thing, you. Will you be making another video on the dividend stock? Yes, if I remember. Remind me. Dogecoin started as a joke clone coin of Bitcoin. Well, that's the way. Oh, notification just came in. Somebody's at my door. My security camera just went off. Okay. Cup and handle pattern on Ethereum. I'll have to look at that. I haven't looked at any charts today. I'm going to go on later today and look. Cool. Bone, you got a lot of information. Okay. These guys are talking to each other. I don't know what they're saying. I'm sending it. Oh, man. Guys, let me. You think I'm joking? I still have it on my desk. There it is. So anyway, this guy was really cool. Buddha Flip. He sent me this. He makes these Buddha sculptures. And this is called Buddha Flip. Let me hold it this way. I'll give this guy a little plug. He's not paying me. This is not anything. Anyway, so when I'm feeling zen, I have this on my desk like this. I really like it. He sent me 2 of them. One of them is downstairs in the kitchen. And then if I'm in a bad mood, I can just turn it around. And there it is. One of the coolest things to see that you're still in business selling these is so cool. Do you have a Shopify store? How are you doing this? I need to, I need to go, hang on. I'm going to go look at his website. Check this out, guys. Oh, it's an Etsy. Okay. Hang on. I'll show everybody. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. All right. There it is, guys. Buddha Flip. It's an Etsy. Cadetto. 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 Oh, God, I'm so stupid. Anyway, okay, there it is. $27.99, the Buddha Flip. Oh, and the F-bomb. I've got the F-bomb. Where is it? I've got an F-bomb on my shelf. Oh, there's so much stuff. I can't get to it right now. But anyway, there it is, guys. It's kind of cool. I dig it anyway. Thanks again for sending that to me. Pretty cool stuff. Good to see you again, brother. Maximum respect. Crypto pays dividends. You know what? That's the other thing you guys need to look in. Staking your coins. Do a Google search on that. I'm not going to get into it right now, but anyway, yeah, staking your Bitcoins. Been to Maui several times. My birthday was a couple of days ago, and I really wish I was there. Cherie, let me give you a piece of advice. Stop having birthdays. I've noticed that birthdays are hazardous to your youth. So just cut it, right? Stop it. Don't get any older. Trust me. I speak from experience. Okay. Yes, we can. Oh, we can see. Oh, cool. So you can see each other's comments. That's cool. That's great. So can you see my mouse on here too? Because I'm trying to highlight and I can't do it. So anyway. Oh, Luxembourg. Wow, that's cool. I may need to set up a secret bank account there someday. So good to meet you, Lulu. Okay, I'm the bone. Been here long enough and beat up enough, and I learned. That's what it takes. Sambath. I know you, brother. Respect to you, Sam. My voice is going to give out. I'm going to have to end this pretty quick. I was an S&P 500, paid 19% for November, December monthly dividend. Nice return. Okay, here's the thing. You don't want to chase the highest dividends because a lot of times it's a sign that the underlying asset is in trouble. So you want to, there's two ways to make money with a stock, a dividend stock, right? One is equity appreciation and the other is the dividend. So you have to look at the technicals and the fundamentals to make sure that that stock is a good stock. Don't just be a dividend chaser. So if that makes sense for newbies. Anyway, Buddha, oh, my pleasure, man. Maximum respect. I love the fact that you took an idea, you executed it, you turned it into a profit center for yourself. Now what you need to do is you need to really make this thing explode. Look into setting up a Shopify store and going bigger with it. I don't know. Wow, you've had 1,180 sales. That's pretty good, brother. 1,180 sales. But you can do a lot bigger, right? You can set up a Shopify store. I know Etsy's easier. Set up Shopify. In fact, let me show you something. Let me share my screen here. Wait a minute. Before I do that, let me go in here. Okay, I'm not the fastest typist in the world. I want to lay some knowledge on you guys right now. Okay, so here's another way you guys can make some dough. Shopify, if you want to sell e-commerce products, physical goods, Shopify stores can make bank, but setting up a Shopify store can be intimidating for a lot of people. So here's something you can do. If you go to Shopify, come down here and come down to the bottom, see where it says websites for sale. You can buy pre-existing Shopify stores that are actually making money, and you can just plug, if you find something similar to your product line, like let's say I was selling jewelry, I could easily come in here and find a Shopify store that's making money already and just add my jewelry line into that store. Saves me a lot of grief, right? And I know I'm in profit right away. Now, the other thing I want you guys to understand, look at some of these situations. Like this is $6,000 this guy wants, 150,000. These are the kind of things that I'm trying to give you guys every month on my website too. Let's see. There are now, let's see. Okay, that these were all expensive, but I've seen Shopify stores on here for like 50, $100. And here's one. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. I can find one. I think I can filter. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't been on here in a million. Let's see. Price, low to high. $50 right there. That's kind of a stupid one, photography. Here's another one. Wheelos. Anyway, these stores for $50, they're not making any money or anything. They're just basically a shell, but basically you're buying the setup. The other thing you can do is you can go onto Fiverr and you can hire somebody to set up your Shopify store. And then the other thing you might want to look into is doing a press release and getting some free publicity for your Buddha Flip company. And then start running some ads on, some pay-per-click ads and drive it. There's Omnibone. There's nothing I can do for my throat. I got hit with a racquetball, and it's just been like that ever since. So if it vibrates a certain way, it just closes up on me, and sometimes I can't even breathe. I don't know. Maybe someday I might die from it. Who knows? Anyway. Really, Petco? I figured they were public long ago. Wow. Thanks. Mm. Pete used to watch every video like 7 years ago. Yeah, I kind of trailed off on my thing. Good to see you again, Pete. Maximum respect. Pete is, hang on, entrepreneur. I can't see it because I need to hide. Let's see. Pete, entrepreneur vlog. Okay, Pete, what is that? The URL entrepreneurvlog.com. Let's pitch your thing so people can go see what you're up to. Make a comment quick because I'm about to sign off. Love that. Love that thumbnail, man. Happy sloth. Love it. How much would you say your worth is? My net worth? I know what it is. I'm not going to say that in public. I mean, what do I think about B? I don't know anything about B. I don't know. Yeah, right? I'm an OG. I'm an old guy. I'm an old geezer. Been around a million times. Oh, I sell on Shopify. Okay. I tried. Anyway, I used to do the entrepreneur vlog, but now stopped. Okay. Got it. What are you selling on Shopify? And oh, here we go. Scam, scam, and scam. What am I scamming? I'm scamming you? Okay, cool. I'm the scamming of the scammers. I'm a scamming scumball. Woo ha ha. Good for you, Jose. Keep flipping those hamburgers. I don't know what you're up to. How do I make my money? I make my money by mostly being an affiliate marketer. Go look it up. I teach it to people too, but I don't want you and as one of my students. I really don't. You've got the wrong mindset. You're one of these guys that believes that a lot of opportunity is fake, right? So here's the thing. A lot of people are so intractable and adamantine in their programming. And people have been programmed to believe that they cannot get ahead in life. And that's what school has done to you. Schools are nothing more than factories that program you to be good little employees for the plutocrats and corporations of the world. And I know because I was one of them. I used to be a truck driver. And then I learned how to make money online and I became a millionaire and I escaped being just another battery in the matrix. You, Jose, are a battery in the matrix right now. And you will not realize that until you get out of the matrix, because then you can see the entire view from the outside looking in. When you're inside the matrix, you don't even know you're in it. So you're a happily programmed person that believes you cannot make money. You cannot be self-empowered. You cannot be your own boss. You cannot achieve for yourself. So you're going to be a good little employee until you start reprogramming yourself. And it's not your fault. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not criticizing you. We all come from that place. But you have to unlearn the programming that has been put into you by these schools, because that's all they're there to do, is to program you to be compliant, right? Be here on time. If you're not here on time, we're going to give you a demerit. Conform to what we want you to do. We're going to give you an exercise. Go read this book and then regurgitate it to us. That's just tasking, right? They're teaching you how to do a task, and how well you do that task determines the little rewards they give you. Grades, right? If you don't perform well enough, we're going to give you a bad grade. Oh, that sucks. And you buy into that philosophy to the point where I remember running to get to class on time, when I should have been going, why am I even going to class? Or if I go to class, I'll get there on my own time. Big deal. You want to mark me a demerit? Go ahead, you idiot. What do I care? This means nothing to my future. This is not going to be my life. I'm going to write my own life script. I don't need you to try and program me to be a good little employee. Anyway, that's my philosophy. It might not be yours. Anyway, good try, sir. You're actually programmed at 23 on habits. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say there, but okay. I don't have to be right about everything, whatever. Okay, cool. Don't disclose what you're up to, Pete. Just keep making money, maximum respect. And you might want to think about donating a few bucks to St. Jude's Research Hospital for Kids. They're a research hospital that helps sick kids, a lot of cancer kids. They share their research with other hospitals. They don't charge the families a nickel for treatment, or they put the families up in hotels if they're coming from out of state or whatever, or long. It's a good thing. Go look it up and think about doing something positive. It's just a suggestion, right? Thanks for the offer. It depends what you go to school for. Well, that's true. But what are you going to school for? Even if you're in a trade school, they're teaching you how to be a machine, right? You're still going to work for somebody else. Okay, my daughter and I just went and bought under $200 Christmas present for the little kids. Oh, man. Maximum respect, Jade. Maximum respect. Bonus points. I will not forget that. I will not forget you and what you've done. I really love it. Enjoying that matrix steak, knowing it's not, that is one of the best parts of that movie, right? Because that shows the philosophy, right, of people making a conscious decision to stay in their little niche, right? That's the whole thing about that movie. People didn't understand how philosophical it really was. Red pill, blue pill, right? Would you like to be an happy idiot living in your own delusion? Or do you want reality, even if it's more uncomfortable for you? Really, there's a lot more to that movie. And that was a good point. I love that omnibone, the steak part, because that was a perfect illustration to me. That guy, that sleazy guy saying, yeah, I know this steak is fake, but when I taste it, it still tastes real to me. It's still, I want to stay in the matrix. Leave me alone. And there are people like that. And I have to realize I have to let them be. You know, the world, I always said, the world needs ditch diggers too. I cannot force anybody to try and, you know, become self-empowered unless they really want to. What would you tell a financial advisor pulling in 100K? Well, 100K is really nothing. I mean, it's okay. It's not much. It depends how much he's working. Is he working for himself? What are his liabilities? It's all what you want to do, Jose. It's not, what are you hawking me for? What do you want from me? Right? I would tell you, no, I'm not going to tell you money. And no, forget it. It's just a waste of time. Anyway, give back, you bum. Yeah. Bob. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. I've been on here. I just enjoy talking to you guys so much that I lose track of time. This is so bad. Sambeth. Okay. Keep an eye out. Maybe next week I'll do my stock thing. And Pete, what's this? Thanks, man. Thanks for offering a shout out. Yeah, why not? Look, it's all about helping as many people as I can. I believe a rising tide raises all boats. So, build a community of like-minded people, help each other out. It's all good. Jose needs some help with his attitude. So, but again, he's got to be open to it. You can't force somebody to open their mind. And he will, when he's ready, he'll decide he's done flipping burgers or whatever he does. And I'm not putting him down. I'm not putting you down, man. I was there, right? Back in the day when I was driving a truck, if you told me I could be, make little income robots and put them on the internet that made me a bunch of money on autopilot, I would have called you a liar too. Trust me. I understand you. I was you. I'm not putting you down. I'm just telling you, I'm in a different place than you are. And I have a different perspective. That's all, right? Your perspective is right for who you are in your moment. My perspective is right for who I am in my moment in time. Anyway, started looking into your videos 8 years ago. The red pill is the thing that inspired me and still is. Keep inspiring people. Belgium. Oh my God. Maximum respect, brother. You guys have such a great mindset over there. And yeah. And Hercule Poirot to you too. I don't know if he's going to get that reference. You look like a young guy, Bart. But maximum respect to you. Looking good. And I know you've got a better mentality than we have here in the United States. So I very much respect that. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up on these and then sign off. Hello, Kinghuman. What would you say I do to make around 3,000 to 5,000 a month? Well, first of all, I don't know you personally. See, anybody that would answer that question doesn't really care about you, right? I could tell you a million things and I could give you links to things that would make me money. And that's what 99.9% of everybody else on the internet would do in this situation. I'm going to tell you, I can't answer that question because I do not know you personally. So anybody that's going to give you advice on how to make money online, and if they don't know you personally, they're pumping sunshine up your skirt, right? Because everybody's different. Everybody's success path is different, right? So when you look at these kind of things, here's my advice. Cast a wide net. Think of it this way. Think of it like you have a plot of land and you've got a handful of all kinds of different kinds of seeds, and you don't know what those seeds are. There are all kinds of different vegetables, but you know you want to eat. So you plant all of these seeds in the field and you water them each the same. When I say seeds, I'm talking about different online income opportunities, what have you. So you plant all these different seeds and you water them, give them the same amount of sunshine, same amount of water, whatever. Now all of a sudden you see one or two of those seeds are starting to sprout. Though that's when you focus in on those two seeds and you nurture them and you give them more fertilizer. What I'm doing here is giving you an analogy. You want to look at a bunch of different opportunities, see which ones appeal to you, try them, give them some of your time, your energy, a little bit of money, whatever, money being water. And if you come across something that gives you a return on your investment of time, money, whatever, you laser focus in on that and you give it more of yourself and you see if you can't scale it up, right? I can't tell you what the best medium for you will be because I don't know you, but that's the best advice I can give you. Try a bunch of different things. I'm not even going to tell you to go to my website, none of that stuff. He skips me. I skipped you. I'm just trying to catch up, Tom, and scroll down. Okay, I've gotten to the bottom. I've only got 3 to go. So I'll get 3 and I'll get offline. They wouldn't know where and how to buy. Need more time like you did. Okay, I kind of lost. Oh, maybe. Oh, Tom, evidently, Tom made a, I don't know where. Tom. Oh, Icon. Is that what you're talking about, Tom? Take a look at Icon. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'm a noob. I'm an idiot. I don't know. Okay. Hello, Kinghuman. I'm jobless at the moment. Want to ask you how to start making 2 to 4K a month, support my kids. I read about affiliate marketing, but don't know where to start. Kindly advise. Oh boy. Okay. Any of these online programs. I hope you heard the speech that I just gave a minute ago, but also for any of these things to succeed, it's about what you bring to the table with you, right? So I don't know what your skill set is. Anybody can learn anything. And I'm a perfect example of that, right? You have to remember, look at me, I'm an old guy. So when I grew up and when I was first in the job market coming up, computers didn't exist. You guys today have amazing opportunities in front of you. The problem is you don't know how to facilitate them because you haven't been educated in how to educate yourself. So that's why I try on my website not to give people magical income systems, but to try and educate people on different techniques and educate themselves on how to educate themselves, because that's what really it's about, right? You can learn anything, affiliate marketing, how to make money online. If I can do it, you can do it. A dumb truck driver that comes from an era before computers even existed. For all intents and purposes, right now, I should be a Luddite that knows nothing about how to use computers. I should be a total idiot, right? But I make a great living doing simple tasks on the internet. I learned it. You can learn it, right? So, Rihanna, I wish I could give you a simple answer and just you could run with it. I do have a free 7-day trial on my website. You can start by taking the first course for free. Actually, you get access to my entire 2 years of training for free. If you need more than that and you really have money problems, let's see. You need to support your kids. Okay, hit me up with an email. Directly contact me. Here, okay. Here, go on my website, sign up, get a free membership, and once you're inside there, I have a voicemail system. Hit me up on voicemail. Voicemail is where I help you one-on-one. Hit me up on voicemail because I want to try and hook you up with a free membership and get you going so that you don't have to worry about paying a membership fee. And once you start making money, yeah, you can start paying for your membership. But for right now, I want to get you and your kids set in a good situation, right? If you're really in a hardship situation, I will do what I can to try and help you. I will try and give you the tools, the training, the techniques, everything, right? I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't want you to pay a penny. I want to really try and help you. But here's the thing. I can point you to your path or what could be your path, right? I can't promise you anything. I can point you in the direction that I have gone and that has made me a millionaire. I cannot walk that path for you. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to learn. This is not magical. It's not magic. Money's not going to rain down on you from the sky, hitting 2 or 3 buttons. Just does not happen. Anytime you see somebody promising you that online, run like a scalded dog, because they're not interested in you. They're interested in selling you their program. And that's how they make money. So look at what they do, not what they say. Anyway, if that helps you, cool. The other thing, I used to give people money that were in need. I don't do that anymore because I've been scammed. So anyway, that's that. But Rihanna, I would love to help you and your kids get on the path to independence. So if I can, I will do whatever I can to help you. I do not have an affiliate program for my website. No. And the reason for that is because it was so cheaply priced that I didn't think affiliates would be interested. And yeah, whatever. Buy the dip. Yes, of course, buy the dip. Toilet paper. Okay, what is this going to say? I'm not rich, but I managed to save up a little north of a couple of thousand. Not a lot, I know. How would you invest $1,000 if you were in my situation? You think I know what your situation is? I know your financial situation, kind of, but I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your income is. I don't know what your ability is to do other things. So here's the thing. Are you doing everything you can to make money, right? So, and when I say that, I'm not talking about making money online. I'm talking about working, right? Because when I was trying to become established, my whole goal I'll give you a little backstory without trying to be too boring, right? Back in those days, the internet didn't exist. I was thinking, hey, I want to get into some kind of business. So I thought about a coffee shop, whatever, I don't know. But I wanted to buy an existing business that could show me a profit, right? Because that would give me a head start. But I had no money. So what did I do? I worked 3 jobs to get that money. Now, I did things that other people, nobody else was willing to do. Worked 3 jobs, 7 days a week to get the money that I needed, right? Most people today, they will barely work 1 job. And then they'll come home and they'll lay on the couch and they'll eat Cheetos and they'll watch TV all day. They will waste so much time, right? So yeah, maybe you've only got a couple of $1,000s that you saved up, but you can work harder and save up more. Now, I know you don't like to hear that, but that will get you started. You can start with your $2,000 or whatever you said you had. What would I invest it in? It depends. If I was a young person, here's what I would do. If I was young again, I would go back in time and I would invest in dividend stocks that paid a good dividend, and I would reinvest those dividends into buying more stocks. And by the time I got to be the age I am now, even before that, I would have a steady income stream and I would have a really good asset pool, right? And the other thing is I would invest money along the way as well. So I would set up, if you can put like $200 a month into an IRA in like, I can't remember how many years it is, you become a millionaire, right? You have to set up a steady investment program where rain, shine, whatever, no matter what happens, you know you are committed to that $200 a month investment and stick to it. Do something that is compounding, right? A dividend stock where you reinvest the dividends into buying more shares, that's called compounding. So you're accumulating more shares. The more shares you have, the more money that generates. The more money that generates, the more shares you can buy. It's a snowball effect. And it's slow, it's very slow. But the time is going to go by whether you do it or not. So here's the danger. You get to be my age and you look back and you go, oh man, I wish I would have done what that fat old bald ugly guy said years ago. If I'd have done that, I'd have been wealthy now. I'd have had an income stream I could live off of, and I would have money because the underlying asset appreciated in value. The equity itself went up in value 100-fold or 1,000-fold. Anyway, yeah, right? Anyway, okay. My nose is itching again. I got to get off, guys. This is killing me, man. This is the longest video. I would have bought Bitcoin at 8 cents. Okay, here's my philosophy at that, because I had the chance to do that, right? But here's the thing. Back in those days, it wasn't easy to buy Bitcoin. There weren't exchanges. How are you going to buy it, right? I heard of it. My buddy said, hey, we should buy this new thing. It's called Bitcoin. And I remember laughing at him going, what? This is cartoon money. What do you do with it? What am I going to do with Bitcoin? You idiot, you. And yeah, it was probably 20 cents or whatever. I don't even know. But here's the thing. Had I been able to figure out how to buy it, I would have bought some. And then a couple of things would have happened. I would have had a Bitcoin address, right? Which is a long string of where my Bitcoin is. And I would have written it down on a piece of paper. Yeah, 30 years later, I would have totally lost that piece of paper. And I would have looked it up and I would have seen, oh man, if I only had that piece of paper now, it'd be worth 20 million bucks. And I would have had to shoot myself in the head because I couldn't live with that. It's like being Pete Best of the Beatles. He was the drummer and that quit. I don't know, either he quit or he got kicked out of the Beatles right before the Beatles got big. And then Ringo took over. How do you live with that? Because I would have written that down, stuck it in a wallet somewhere. Who knows where it would be? I wouldn't have it. There's an interesting story about a guy who paid, I don't know how many million, like $8 million for a pizza with Bitcoin. I think he got on, of course, this was eons ago, right? When Bitcoin was just a thing, right? And all these nerds were mining Bitcoin as a project, right? It was just a nerd project that they were doing. So this guy mines some Bitcoin and he gets on the internet and he goes, I'll give anybody 1,000 Bitcoin right now if they'll go buy me a pizza and deliver it. And it's got to have this on it, this on it, and this on it. And somebody did it and he paid him 1,000 Bitcoin. You know what that would be worth today? Go Google search that story. It will blow your mind. How does that guy live? Knowing he paid $8 million for a pizza. Cherie, adios, maximum respect. I got to run too. This is way lunatic. I can't believe XRP. No. I'm out. I sold my XRP long ago. I tripled my money and I ran. XRP has got a lot of problems. First of all, it's being taken off of Coinbase. Second of all, Grayscale Fund has said they're not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. And XRP is the Securities and Exchange Commission is going after XRPs. I don't like it. I do not like it. But what do I know? You do you, right? Yeah, Omnibone knows. Are you educated and up to date? Oh, I answered that. Recent news, up to date enough. Google it. Yeah, right. Okay. Doesn't mean a thing, Omni. Okay, look, don't start yelling at each other. Don't make me pull over. I'll pull over. Don't make me pull this car over. And you kids will be sorry. Okay. Okay, here's the thing about this Securities and Exchange Commission attack on XRP. Other coins have been attacked by the Securities and Exchange Commission, but it didn't put them out of business. They paid their fine and they still exist. But it's going to affect them in the short term. I don't know that XRP, originally I thought XRP might be a good thing. But here's the thing. You have to remember, XRP was a coin that was created as a joke. The guy who created XRP goes on the internet all the time and he says, look, guys, I'm the guy that created XRP and I did it as a goof. I'm telling you it's a goof. And people don't believe him. I don't know what to say. You'll regret this, Kinghuman. I won't regret not an opportunity that is missed. Because I'm invested in other opportunities, right? So I hope you're right. I hope you make a ton on XRP. But the way it's being hyped by fanboys, I don't like that. It doesn't feel good to me. Anyway, okay, you listening? You seeing this? You seeing what Omni is saying? Why is Ethereum due to boom? What makes you say that? Based on its use, there are so many things being built with Ethereum as its base. It's so broad base use. The thing that is negative about Ethereum is the cost of gas, right? Gas being the amount of money it takes to move it somewhere, right? But I still, based on, well, do your own research. I don't want to influence you, but based on what I'm seeing, I'm putting money into Ethereum. I'm not putting as much into Ethereum as I am into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is always going to be the super daddy until that changes. But right now, right? Oh, I don't want to be president. Are you kidding? Ooh. Have you seen what's going on lately? I don't want that job. That's for chumps. Oh, Thanks. All right, guys. I think I got to go. Just hodl a bag to be safe. I don't want to touch XRP. Why are you trying to sell it? Why are you such an evangelist for it? That's what worries me. Guys that are really, you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. You're trying to sell me something, right? If you were just saying, hey man, I think this is going to take off, and here's why I think it, right? Then I would be inclined to listen. But I've seen behind the scenes. I know what's going down with XRP, and it's not looking good. If it was a stock, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So I'm not interested in XRP. The other thing that would impress me is after you said, hey, XRP is going to take off, and here's why. And by the way, I got my degree in blockchain technology at MIT, and you can see my graduating classes right here. I'll give you a link. Then I would really pay attention to you. But right now, you're just another chucklehead parroting crap that you heard on the internet. There's a lot of that stuff out there. There's a lot of parrot talk with no supporting underlying fundamental empirical evidence. That's what I need. I don't listen to rumor. I don't buy on rumor. I do my research. That's what you guys should do too. Okay. Oh, that's a good, I like that analogy. Love it. Have a sickness. Don't we all? I believe in it. That's all. Well, that's cool. You know what? You could be right. Who knows what is going to happen in 5 years? This is what I know is going to happen. Or I actually don't say that anymore. This is what I think is going to happen. Based on the math that I've done, Bitcoin is going to be all mined out in 7.3 years, something like that. That's what I know. Well, that's what I think I know. So anyway, that really gets me excited about Bitcoin. Do not ever date it. Just trade it. Make money. Can't make babies with it. Okay. I don't know. I'm I'm losing track of these conversations. I've been on here way too long, guys, but it's been fun talking with you. Yeah, I used to think that too. Jizzle, I used to think that XRP was going to explode because it was approved for use with banks and all that other stuff. But here's the problem. Banks are not going to institute it because of the cost of it's just way too costly. The gas is way too costly on XRP when you send it, right? So anyway, all right, man. Maximum respect, guys. Sorry this was so long. I respect everybody that stayed on here for the entire thing. Holy cow. You guys are gold. I will do my best to try and remember to set up some good giveaways for the next live broadcast. I want to give this away, this Elapal cold wallet, and I'm going to give away some Bitcoin. I got to figure out how to do it anyway. All right, guys, maximum respect. All the best. Stay well, stay safe, and